Hey guys, how's it going? All right, so no, it is not Halloween. However, it is our collab day, our last one technically for this year's collab. This is the Why'd You Buy That collab. Trying to figure out why. Well, you know the deal. If you've been watching a while, I'm collaborating with the left-handed crafter, and so she would buy 6 sets. She would pick 6 sets, buy 2, and send me one of each, right? So she'd send me 6. I would do the same, and then I would send her 6. And we would kind of not necessarily alternate months. It was just like whatever worked for that month. So especially because we can't like her, she's a month, I'm a month, she's a month, I'm a month. Can't really do that, or you would know exactly who did it and you wouldn't guess, right? So, anyway, this is our last one. I'd kind of say for 2024, except it's 2025. So I don't really know how we time that, but whatever. We're starting again in February, so you will be seeing the new and improved collab, I guess. Really, there's really no big improvements, but you'll be seeing it. So we'll talk about that soon. But this is the set for this month. So we've got a lovely witch here, her little hat, fabulous. If the boot fits, cackle. And I will say I originally wanted to use that, but she's not wearing any boots. Like if she had on those cute little witchy boots, I could totally see that. But yeah, no. So there we go. And I did not notice that because I'd originally planned on that the whole time. But so here we go. So we are going to go ahead and make your card. So you'll see this is olive with the Elements Slovenia stamps, inks, but yeah, you will see Brandy's information in the comment, well, description box, I guess, below. So you can go check out her channel and watch hers. You probably know who she is if you watch my channel at all, because I probably talk about her all the time. But yes, anyway, I really enjoy her stuff, and hope you will too. So just gonna ink it up one more time there. Get it a wee bit darker. And our stamps are, I call them like budget stamps, okay? So they're from AliExpress or Temu. They may be a knockoff like this one. I think this is actually a knockoff from Pink Ink Designs, but I don't care. I just don't care anymore, people. So there's that. But some are original to whatever company, some are not, and I feel like I need that little toe right there. There we go. Okay. All right. I don't know. I think that can go a little bit more right there on the leg. I do believe. Anyway, it's been a long, you're probably seeing this Wednesday. Well, you are, because it's the 15th, right? But I'm stamping it, excuse me, on a Sunday. I'm all choked up. I've been outside, and it is cold. It's making my nose a little runny. Hopefully not sick, though. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the stamping, because I'm going to go ahead and fit this in. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, it's been a long week. So ready for this storm stuff to be over. Y'all know I'm not really a winter person anyway. I like to maybe see it once, and that's if I don't have to drive in it and all that. And to be honest, right now, I don't care if I ever see snow again. So, I'm sure Shipmate is like cringing because he loves winter, but yeah, I really don't. I don't mind anymore. how are we going to do this here? Because I might add some more stuff, so I don't really want to, like, completely, but I am going to have to tape it down, I think. I got the tape. Hang on, let me slide this away. As I sniff some more. Okay. I originally wanted to, like, puff this up and do all the stuff, and I don't really think that's what I'm going to do now. I wanted, like, a scene, kind of, but now I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So, but anyway, so let me know if you've had storms in your area, and how you have weathered those or handled those. I hope it is well. I really, really do. Okay. Glue. I've enjoyed this collab. Trying to here's what I'm trying to do, y'all. I can't even see the thing to poke it in there. There we go. Okay. It does better if you do that. So, oh no, did I hit record? Okay, I did. Shoo. You never know. When you've had a lot going on, you really don't know. But anyway, I have enjoyed seeing what she's gonna make, and just kind of somebody else's take on a stamp set too, I think is really cool. And did I ink the wrong side of that? I did. Oh well. So you just won't see the stitching quite as well, but that's okay. That's okay. Whatever, right? Par for the course this week. I'll show you what I'm using. These are from AliExpress as well, from the Surprise Creation store. They do design their own dies and things, and they cut really, really, really well. So if I was going to get some dies, because sometimes the dies can be a little, a little wonky, you know. You just don't know. But yeah. So, okay, I'm going to focus on this little guy for right now, I believe. We'll see how that goes. I'll come back to those. I better go ahead and put my little stopper back, though, because it'll clog up. You know how it goes. Alrighty. Outside is about to kill me, y'all. Okay. I'm going to try to use this russet orange on just the pumpkin if I can. We'll see. Wow. I'm sorry I'm coughing all over y'all. I should have taken a few minutes, but I did not. Alright, so let's hope this works. I see a little speck that I didn't get right there, though. Anyway, I've worried about everything from weather to losing power this week to the worst thing of the week. Is I kept having a bad feeling about this week. I really did. Like, I was over worried. Y'all know I'm a worrier these days anyway. I never used to be. I don't know what happened. Age, I suppose. And my father. So there's that. Okay. So it's got a little there, but it'll be okay, I think. That's a little bright, isn't it? We might have to, like, dull it down a little. Okay. Make sure I don't have any major stuff on my hands. I have a little bit, always. So it's going to do a kitty here, but the worst thing of the week, I can talk about it now because it's okay. is I had to put my 18-year-old dog Rusty to sleep, and I knew it was coming. You know, I mean, I knew, but I didn't think it was just going to be so sudden right now. So that was a little bit of a shock. You know, and I know he had some things going on with his stomach again, and he had some well, a tumor kind of thing, and he was too old for surgery. He needed eye surgery. He couldn't hardly see anymore. He couldn't hardly hear. Like, I get it, but it's just still very hard. Okay. Let's check out that color. Yeah. It's not exactly the color I want for the cat, but I'm going to try it. We might darken it up. I don't know. With brown. We'll see. And then the bat, of course, has to be black, right? But yeah, and I was also, like, even worried about taking him due to the weather. I'm not a snow driver. My vet is a long way away over lots and lots of mountains and everything. But, you know, you go if you have to for the babies. So, but luckily it turned out to be pretty decent. My boyfriend drove me anyway, but, so I was, you know, thankful for that, but it was just traumatic. But the vet was wonderful. They gave me time with him at the beginning, and well, I stayed with him during the process, of course, and I would never, ever want him to be by himself. And then time after as well. So, you know, that was nice not to be rushed. And I did have him cremated this time because this looks awful. My goal is to do some things here. So let me stop for a second. It came with this beautiful little ivy. And so I really wanted to use that, but I didn't feel like I could stamp on it very well. I thought I might still stamp over here with it. We're going to see. But I started thinking about dies that I had. Just random. Everybody's got like a little ivy die, right? So I just pulled out these to see kind of which one would work. And so I cut out some of these. And already this is not, it's not really going as I planned. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I kind of want to cover her up overall. But we're going to the splatter box. Anyway, I guess you could call it, I'm going to use this Holly Branch, like a pet cemetery, because I've had many over the years. Even a random stray we buried that we found, and just, you know, I want to honor them and not just, I don't know, I just felt like they deserved somewhere, you know. I found a cat once, like, and then my animals as well, just growing up over the years and things. And okay, I'm going to just do these first. This is going to give them a little spritz and a little different color, hopefully. So I'm just going to lay those out there. We'll let those dry. And I don't want to get the back of my card dirty, so I'll put a couple pieces of paper here. Little fuzz floated down. Alright, I'm just going to give that a little spritz as well. Trying not to get any on her main face there. Okay. Hopefully that'll make things blend a little bit better. We'll see. Hang on. Get the paper towel. That's a little too. Oh, oh no, I'm ruining her wing. Oh. Okay. Well, I don't know. That was a little much there, but anyway, I did have him cremated. Partly just because I didn't really know that was a thing before, and I would have probably done it with all of my animals. But right now, the ground is so frozen, and I have a very hard yard, like where that area is full of rocks and things like that too. So that that's rough, and I hate asking people. I can't dig the hole myself, right? I've tried, and so I just hate asking people to do anything, right? And you know, my father said he would. He can't. I mean, no. And my boyfriend said he would, and I'm like, no, you know, I just don't want to ask people for anything, and just don't, you know. And he's like, but I'm not anybody. I'm, you know, blah blah blah, and which is true, and I appreciate it very much. However, I still just this way it would kind of take care of it and let me be the one to take care of it. You know what I mean? We've got to go a little bit more splatter here for one more. And then I can still bury him there, but it just wouldn't take near as much, you know, whatever. And I want to show her hat is what I keep fiddling with here. And I don't know. But I do love the ivy. I'm glad that set came with the ivy just to give me the idea of it. You know what I mean? I might even, just thinking about cutting that maybe. Oh, I think I like that part. Okay. So let's glue some of that on. But yeah, I guess it went as good as could be expected. He was very peaceful when he went. If you've ever been through that before, it can be a little traumatic. It can not be as peaceful. You know, maybe they make some noise at the end or different things. But he just went so peaceful, and I was so, so thankful for that. And I was hugging him and holding him and, you know, all that stuff. And so was my boyfriend. And and then, of course, I'm like falling all over him crying afterwards. And, you know, well, during, to be honest. But I just try not to cry too much because I don't want to upset him or anything. But you can't not. Like, I just couldn't really hold it together. So yeah. But anyway, so at the end, though, as I was going to leave, then, and I left, well, they asked me, did I want, we carried him in his bed and the blankets and everything, and, because he couldn't walk or anything, and, I don't know, I just hated it had to be cold, and I don't know, it was just not a good time, but, anyway, so as we were leaving, the vet tech, who, to be honest, I hadn't really noticed that much. I just wasn't paying attention, you know what I mean? And the last time I was there, when Brownie had I think she had an ear problem or something, I had a vet tech that, or no, maybe, I think it was when I had Rambo there for something. Anyway, it was one of my kids, and that I'd had in school. So that was nice to see. But this time there was another one, and she said, you know, she's like, I know this is not really the time to ask, but did you used to work at so-and-so? And I was like, oh, yeah, did you used to go to so-and-so? And she said, yeah, and I said, what's your name? And she told me, and I was like, oh, little, you know, and I was like, you grown up, and anyway, so I was glad that I got to, she was a really good kid, and she loved animals growing up, I remember, and so that was awesome, and I was just thankful to leave Rusty just the whatever part to her, and somebody that, not that I knew, but kind of knew, I guess. But I told her that, you know, I'm glad he was in good hands and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, anyway, and I was proud of her for, you know, just getting a job and working and becoming a productive citizen, and doing something that she said that she wanted to always do as well. And, you know, I know she did have a real love for animals, so that was nice. And so anyway, that was, I guess, the highlight of the day, because it was a rather rough day. And then afterwards, on the way up, it was decent road and everything. And then on the way back, not so much. I was pretty scared, but anyway, it's just a hard time. When you love them, you love them. They're family. They're not just pets, you know. I would have done anything in the world, given every dime I have ever got to, if they could have done something for him. But I know they can't, and sometimes we have to make those decisions, and, you know, I don't know. But I want this to be such a downer card, I'm sorry. But that's been my week. That and trying to talk my dad out of going to church and crazy stuff. Luckily, he didn't have that choice because he was going. They would cancel. And a man that can barely walk anyway, he does not need to be out on ice and this and that. And oh my gosh, like insane. And then I didn't get any sleep for, you know, several days because of Rusty. Not that I would ever take that back, but glad to do it. But I was sitting with him, laying with him. At one point, I just took blankets out and slept beside of him. And man, I'm telling you, I'm pretty old to be. I mean, it's an enclosed porch and everything. There's heat and that kind of stuff, but it was still not as warm as what you would think on the concrete. And I looked over at one of the dog beds. I'm like, man, I really need a dog bed. And they're really good size. I could have basically fit in it, but I can't put one of the dogs out of the bed, you know. So I just curled up beside of him on the ground there, or the, you know, cement porch, whatever, and just kind of cuddled with him. And I'd put my hand there, and he'd have his head there, and it just seemed to comfort him. So I just stayed like that. But then I was like chilled to the bone, and I still feel sore. I'm not, that's why I don't camp and things like that. I don't like sleeping on the ground, unless, you know, like this special circumstance, and I will, but I'm not a ground sleeper girl. Okay, let's see here. All right, what else are we gonna do this card? But the upside is, there is an upside. He was a true blessing in my life. He gave me many, many years of happiness, and I hope I gave him some as well. He was the most welcoming, loving dog that I've ever had. He loved everybody. I don't think he ever disliked anyone that I can remember. He was like our family greeter. Like, there were certain dogs that I've had that, even the one that I still have now, Rambo, he's come a long way, but he's not super socialized. He is with us now, and some people, you know, he doesn't run and hide or that kind of thing now, but he's still not like a people dog, you know, just from what I've always been through and things. But he, you know, we always worried slightly when people would come in the yard. We kind of watch him and make sure everything was gonna go well, and he was, you know, give them time to like get used to their voice and things like that before we entered. And we didn't just like shove people on him and like they're coming in his space and that kind of thing. Give him that time and all that good stuff. So you know, but with Rusty, he was just one that we never ever had to worry about for anything. Like, anybody could come, which, you know, you don't want anybody to come in necessarily, but he was just that kind of dog, you know. He just welcomed everybody, loved kids. He loved everybody. He loved life. He was just, he would talk with his eyes and his eyebrows. Like, he was the most, not vocal as far as barking, but just animated, I guess, dog I've ever had. And just, I don't know, he's just wonderful. But he will truly, truly be missed. And my little dog, Rosie, she kept giving him kisses and things like that. I think she knew. And she was kind of the young one of the bunch, although she's not anymore. But she still wanted to play. And most of the dogs somehow that have come here, except my 2 puppies, which aren't puppies anymore. They're like, I don't know. But they don't really want to play. And those 2 would, but then she's too little for them. So anyway, all right, let's see. I need to focus just a little bit on what I'm doing. But anyway, he would always take the time with her and play a little. He wasn't like he wanted to play with people, not so much dogs, but he would play with her some. And I always appreciated that about him, because she just loved it. And since he's been gone, she's tried to, like, kiss my other doggy and things like that. And he's kind of, that was Rambo that I'm talking about. If you could be a little grouchy old man that, like, never wanted kids, that's Rambo. He's like, ugh, no, just, he doesn't run away from everything. He just turns his head like, ugh, child, be gone. And so gonna have to give her some extra attention and things, and play with her a bit more. And cause I can tell she misses him. And the porch is definitely very, very lonesome now. But we will get through it. So, and like I said, I'm thankful for the time I had with him and all that good stuff. But needless to say, it has not been the best week. So I've not been online, haven't been, creating like I thought I would. And shockingly, I got like a week off of school because of all the snow and ice and all that. But I've worried about power and heat and just different things and stuff with that and the dogs. And I had to take Dad to the doctor one day and terrified to drive in it, and just on and on and on. And it keeps working out, but man. So tonight is Sunday night. Technically, like I said, you're seeing this on Wednesday. And I don't know. May the power of the witch all here be with us, and she will grace us with her, I don't know, many blessings, because I need some this week. So I think overall this is pretty much what I'm going to do to the card. I thought about stamping Fabulous right there, but let me see. But I'm also thankful that Brandy and I have done this collab, and like I said, it's been a fun one, and I've got to experience a lot of different stamp sets. And what do y'all think? I don't know. Did I leave enough room? Don't know. But anyway, like I said, check out her. I don't think I'm going to. I don't think so. Anyway, check out her stuff below. Look for her stuff next time. I would like to go back and, which I think I've given a couple away now, but that's another thing I want to do during the New Year's. When I use a set, determine if I really want to keep it or I really don't, and give it away quickly if I don't, or sell it, or whatever I'm going to do. But I want to downsize my stamps a little bit, because, if you don't downsize, you can't get anything new. But monitor my very, very few purchases this year too. So we'll see. Anyway, but I don't even know what I was saying now. Oh, I know what I was saying now. Okay, so all the sets I thought about. I didn't think about this until the end, of course, but wish I thought about it before I'd given some away, because I could go back through and say, okay, this was mine, this was her pig, this was, so if you guessed, then you would know. But yeah, I don't have those to do. And to be honest, there's a couple that I don't remember. And she says she doesn't either on a couple of them. So this year I'm going to write it down and do it a different way so that I truly remember. But I think we've just looked at them so much. And especially if we like them, it just, you wouldn't think that your mind would do that. You would think you would know your own choices, but you really don't. It gets later in the year and things happen and, you know, whatever, and you just don't. So, all right, guys. Anyway, this is my little collab. So, if you want to give her a name, comment below, and we will name her. I considered coloring her up. Actually, let's do that one. We got a minute, right? What the heck? That way I can tie in this little cat down here, because I feel like it's a little stark. It's practically dry. Wow. Of course I'd pick that one. I might as well lay this one to the side. I'll just try to color that too. And why not color her hat while we're at it? If it has enough oomph left. Yep, that is a dead soldier. What color is this? Poly yellow, Y19. So I need to order a whatever for that one. And then those little green things, I'll just do whatever this is. I think this is Altenew, or it says Nuvo. I don't know. I think it's Altenew. Do there and there. Are there any other ones? I could Wink Stella her through here a little bit. I guess we could do that. I think this is the one that actually has stuff in it. Yep. We could do that. Make sure it has more glitter than probably necessary. Since we've already got the spritz on there, we probably don't need this, but yeah. Can never really have too much glitter, so. I guess I could glitter all of her. Anyway, I hope you guys have had a much better week than I have. I'm determined to enclose the front porch now, because other than Rusty out there, I didn't worry near as much about the backyard dogs, because they have all that, and as I did the front. And even though there's a covered porch and a whatever, it's still, the snow will blow in to a point. So I rigged it up like I look like a homeless place, I guess, because I bought tarps and things, and I put like around the ends and up to the top, and I can't even see out except one little spot. And I put blankets down so they don't have to walk on like cold concrete or anything. And of course they've got their houses they can go in, and blankies and all that. And then they've got their beds over to the side, and that kind of thing. Copper still has his chair, but he didn't really sit in it because it's been too cold. And but yeah, it's been an adventure. That is numero uno project, like my number one thing I want to get done this spring and summer, so I do not have to face this again in the winter, because I don't want to have to worry about like snow blowing in, the cold air, just anything. And the dogs on seeing out, because they don't like it when they can't see out as good, so they go down to the end where, you know, the air can get through then, and it's like they're always running out in the yard and barking and looking around and whatever. And normally they could just lay on the porch and bark in their beds or whatever, and they wouldn't have to go out in the snow. But they're nosy, so they're going out. And but yeah, I'm going to take care of that for sure. Also going to build something over the steps, because they take off like crazy dogs. And I'm scared they're going to fall when the steps get a little icy. and where the roof comes out over them, it's like halfway over them or something. I can't explain it, but that needs to be extended some way, or something needs to be done there, as well as the back. So we're going to have some projects, but it's going to be taken care of. There's no more stepping on ice. There's no more nothing. I don't know. I guess losing Rusty has made me like super hyper, not that I wasn't before, about them. But anyway, I'm going to shut up now. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I don't mind this card as bad as when I started. I thought it was going to be a little jacked up. Even that doesn't really bother me too bad, but it's a little splotchy. But yeah. Anyway, so I'll talk to you guys soon, and I will see you in the new year, which will be next month on the 15th on February. And we'll see what kind of cool sets we have and what we come up with. So I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.